All right. Looking at the levels. My mic is coming up. Ooh. Desktop audio. Got to go down. There we go. All right. Welcome to the Bang Average Season 4 Finals. Oh, boy. 4 matches coming up. I know we said it was going to be 5. Sorry, little scheduling conflict got in the way. We're going to lose that middle match for the League Cup finals there. Still a bunch of exciting action coming your way. I'm your host, Lasercat Matt Langen, in the booth here. Let me just, got so many screens going. Okay, still looking good. Hopefully this, okay, the stream's up. Awesome. Little frazzled here. Sorry, y'all will have to bear with me. I think we have it together, though. Let's just go ahead and pull up the schedule like we saw earlier. So, I'm going to start off with this A Division semifinal, followed up by the second A Division semifinal. No League Cup final there. So then we'll move to the B Division Promotion Playoff Final. So that'll be a match for the 2 playoff finalists from the B Division playing for promotion for next season into the A Division. So eligible to play in this championship that is largely the feature here this evening for you, this afternoon for me here in Texas. So then we'll... that'll give the players from the semifinal number 2 or the winner from semifinal number 2 to have a break before that A Division championship, the final. I don't know what you call it, the championship, the final, the league, just all these, the different nomenclatures here. The cultural differences. I'll catch up with y'all. Got some good feedback last season. Hey, you missed up the losses in the draws column. It should be inverted. I don't know these things. Y'all will teach me. It's good. Let's see how these players got here. Here are the standings for this season from the regular season. So we see once again Patrick Burke leading the table there, number 1. I don't remember if he was flawless last season or not. Either way, 8-0-0 for his performance so far here, going up against number 4 Neiman Hasida, playing out of Haifa, Israel, with that 3 wins, 2 draws, and the 3 losses there. So you see a little bit of kind of clustering in the middle of the table there. It looks like that 4th spot could have gone 3 ways. Some close action there, but as it is, Neiman finding himself in the playoffs for the second consecutive season. Here we see how they did throughout the season. So just fantastic numbers from Patty there on the left, and I think that's decent clip above his numbers from last season. Meanwhile, I feel like Neiman was throwing closer to 60s last season, so maybe on a little bit of a downswing, but certainly could pick that back up and go on a hot run in these somewhat short best of 9 matches that we're going to start with. I'm going to bring up the preview screen here. So it looks like I'll just have to do some cropping on Neiman's board, but other than that, if I can just bring the audio back from Skype. And if the players can just bear with me while I try. There we go. Okay. Bring my speakers back up. Okay, players have corked. If they're ready, I think I am. Guys, shooting well. Game on.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck, Patrick.
Okay.
Yeah, good job, yeah.
As always, just always a fight to get these audio things, just get the right audio coming in and make sure the wrong audio isn't. But I think we're there. And maybe now I can take a second to join the chat if there is a chat going. I suspect there is. A solid opening there from Patrick. Finding a treble on his opening visit. Always a good way to start a match.
Yeah, 25.
So I've been told. So plenty of action here on this Bang Average Super Sunday. Kicking it off, like I said, with these 2 semi-final matches to open, which will then be followed by that B Division playoff final, and then finally the A Championship, the overall Bang Average League Championship. at the end of this, which will feature one of these two players.
32.
Yeah, good job. Voting.
And apologies, I'm trying to get my
13.
keyboard back in range here so I can recrop Neiman's board, which Skype will have a tendency to undo on me.
$60.
And beautiful.
$99.
Yeah, good odds.
All right, insights coming forthwith. If that's a real word, I don't know.
14.
Well, the 130 is not going to go. It's a little fish for Patty.
Come on.
So it looks like there's not going to be pressure on this 90. It does not have to go
6.
20, 20, 50. He might anyway, just for the gusto. Does that leave double five? Definitely would not have gone that. Definitely. Oh, no. Patrick, I do not like the situational awareness. Be math aware there. Absolutely no reason to try to put yourself into a position to set up the 5 there.
85.
At 85 puts a little bit of pressure on this 5, as if you need pressure on a 5.
Yeah,
Wow. Well,
Yeah, good job.
I forgot about whom I was speaking. Pardon me. Forgot that good old perennial champion Patrick Burke was there on the left side of the screen. He doesn't care about no stinking 5. He's not intimidated like I am.
51. 61. Sorry.
I had an opponent the other day
All right. There.
show me some disrespect. I was sitting back on like 184. He's on 110. He goes 60. He goes bullseye. He hits it 110 and 2.
Nice.
With me all the way back, all I could do was laugh and call him a cheeky sausage. If you know what I mean, which I suspect you do if you're watching this cast.
41.
So it was a quick open.
100.
Yeah, good odds.
Opening leg with the darts there from Patty. So a little bit of pressure on Neiman here to try to hold here.
100.
Oh, wow.
Darts.
The way those 3 came in, I'm a little bit surprised to not hear something more on the back of that 100.
60.
Right, insights. I promised them. Now I need to look them up.
85.
Darts.
Yes. Thanks.
$60.
All right, got the numbers up. Can share some basic ones with y'all here.
66.
Just through 1 3/4 legs, so not too much to read into here yet. But my goodness, 3 tons, 3 low tons for Patrick already. My goodness.
85.
Yeah, it was.
Lots of pressure now being applied here to this 148. Which you'd figure Neiman really needs to set up to at least a 2-dart combo. Looks like he will. Oh, no, well,
98.
you still will, just in
Yeah.
slightly testy fashion. I'm assuming he didn't want treble 18 to leave double 7. 76 for Patrick. Does not go double-double like I wanted him to.
56.
Boo, Patrick, boo. 10, 18 or bullseye.
Ooh.
Double 18 for double 7 in the end is how it goes anyway. Maybe doing some quick math there just to make sure he's going to throw the right thing there, Neiman.
Ah. 36.
Just the double 18 for the effort. Tops here for Patrick for the break and the 2-0 lead.
Yeah, first start.
Okay, good job. Yeah.
A little better than the last leg there. Open with a 23 darter. Slightly more on brand 19 there for Patrick in that second leg. And he'll reclaim the darts now in this third leg.
$100.
Yeah, good job.
Thanks.
All this good darts, all this mutual respect and camaraderie. Oh, what's that about? I've said it before, said it in some other City League casts.
43.
I'm not here for it. Ton to open? Yeah, well, hope you hit a 26 next time.
60.
So as is typical with a lot of these broadcasts, especially for players who aren't accustomed to the online playing, there could definitely be a little bit of a ramp up
24.
before they start to get into form and find their consistency and range. I think the nerves and kind of the pace of the play, waiting for me in the booth, knowing that I'm here talking about it. These players perhaps not so concerned about their math as some of the other players from City League, and also probably because they know their math a lot better. Having said that, Patrick did set up double 5 with his opponent on like a 190 something or 2 something. Oh no, and just as I say that, Wheelie Darts Cast asking in the chat, has the Israeli Man of Scores nickname been taken by anyone yet? Hopefully that's just an allusion to some scoring power from Neiman and not some bad math on the backside.
25.
Unlucky.
Uphill battle here for Neiman.
What do you want?
Perhaps might be best served just taking some time this leg to kind of mentally readjust, kind of get himself set up for his next throw. Again, he just down a break here, so even going down 3-0 after this leg
75.
just puts him down 1 break a throw. Of course, that is against the darts, so he'll have to pick up 2 in the end if he wants to take this into the finals, but not insurmountable. Oh, and I'm completely missing on the left side. Patrick leaving a 159. I'm not exactly sure how that path went down, so I can't quite flash the math awareness scolding. It's not hot. It's bad.
28.
I think I just get intimidated when I know there's a bunch of proper Englishmen in the chat. 286 from Neiman, needs 120 from here to get into range. He might do it. Oh, man, 40 off of it. Fantastic effort with that second and third dart. Meanwhile, Patrick here. Tops. Do it. Do it, and I'll love you forever. Do it, and I'll love you forever. Oh, wow.
And
91. 91.
yeah, this practice.
Beautiful stuff from Patrick. You'll love to see it. Anytime you get that tops opportunity. 134, 131, 140. Oh, love to see it.
Who do you want?
Double five now.
13.
Having himself down to double five. Patrick, not a great spot to be. But again, more doubling fortitude than the rest of us peons.
$44.
But without much pressure here, so wouldn't be surprised to see 2 double four.
Yeah, first stretch.
Also not surprised to see it going straight off. Again, though, not quite the rhythm that I think we'd be accustomed to here for Patrick with those 23 and 25 dart legs. Just based on those numbers, his season averaging, you'd expect to see more things coming in around 7 visits.
68.
Oof, well, maybe not. What am I talking about? Who knows? How does math work? I just got some quick tips from Jose de Souza.
58.
Jose de Souza. Jose de Soda. I don't know. Joey D's. How about that?
Oh, 40.
I don't know. Part of me wants to say that Patty's not particularly running away with this
43.
as far as the scoring goes and the numbers, but what I just flashed up on screen, excuse me, on screen tells a very different story. So I'll trust the numbers and not me.
$16.
Chance here for Neiman to get on the board. Very much a chance here for Neiman to get on the board. It's going to have to be a maximum to get into range now, but it's probably the best position he's been in so far this match in any leg at any turn.
22.
Well, deuce, not going to get it done. Patrick now potentially smelling blood for a second break, which would put him just 1 leg outside of the finals. Again, finals or final? The pluralization with some of this nomenclature, I really need to sit down and have like a little terminology lesson from someone.
60.
Oh, don't even get me started on pluralizing the name of the game. When do you say dart and darts? I have no idea.
60.
I just make it up. It's like the past tenses in Spanish. I just kind of roll with one and hope it makes sense.
Uh, 87.
Right.
No, like him.
81.
Yeah, good odds.
Got some more Hasida nicknames going on in the chat. We got the Haifa Hammer, which I think works pretty well.
And 98.
Darts.
Yes.
You know what else works pretty well is a 98 from 164.
28.
66. 10s or 14s, I would figure. 20 for tops here. Got to be careful not to bust it.
20. Yeah.
Well,
26.
if it was me, that first attempt at the single 20 would have been closer to the loop on the 8 and the 18s than just a miss adjacent to the 5. But Neiman will have a chance at it. This 145 is not going to go for Patrick.
97.
And the 40 will be under a bit of duress here. Patrick finding himself a 2-dart finish from that, his 8th visit. Double 10 now. The James Wade finish isn't going to go. Neither is the Patrick Burke.
30.
Denied on that double 5. $16 for the double thereof.
Yeah, second dart.
So casually, so calm, so cool, so collected. Yeah, second dart. That exotic accent and everything. Perhaps if Neiman was living in Boston, we might call him the Menorah Scorer. We'll see how that plays in the chat.
$55.
A little bit of a let off here from Patrick. These numbers have come down quite a bit. Looks like about 10 on each. After the first couple, kind of 2.5 legs, I think that first night was in the mid-80s and the average
Yes.
in the mid-70s there. But slipping a little bit from there. With these legs coming in,
60.
that number of darts, you can read it. I don't need to say it to you.
No. 41.
Well, Patrick not creating much room here, but after Neiman missed those opportunities at the double, you figure Patrick is not too concerned about it, figuring that even if Neiman will get those opportunities, that he might just not be able to handle that pressure and miss those darts at doubles. Those were critical chances to
126.
come into this leg down 3-1 instead of 4-0. Big difference in the pace and flow of the match. Oh, I think that was the first one in.
140.
Oh, yeah. Okay. It was, yep, first one and second one high. I thought that third one was in the 1. I was wrong. So Patrick looking to make this a sweep for the opening semifinal here with a 101 when he comes back. Oh, needed to go to the 18s there, Neiman, to try to set up the 170. For all I know, he did. I'm not going to flash the math aware. He could have been a deflection toward the 18s, off of the 1, and up toward the 20.
77, 87, 89.
Meanwhile, I'm missing Patty going 20, 57, just missing that double 12. Double 6 here, no split for sure for Patrick. He's going for the opening sweep here in this first semifinal. Now is the question. Okay, so just bust it there. There, I think there was a case. I don't know, was there a case to go to there? Maybe just figure miss aggressively up high and either check it out or leave yourself 3 with the dart in hand and bust it. I think that's on. 110 left. Ooh, and that's not going to go back to the treble 18s. Now a little high.
39.
For the match, the double 6 again. I don't think he's missed 2 consecutive visits at doubles here, Patrick. In fact, he might have only missed 1. Well, that'll be at least 2 now.
10.
Lucky man.
Could be a bullseye finish here for Niemann. 20. Doesn't go. Almost sets up the 24, just missing that treble 15 a little bit high. Madhouse for Patrick. 1 up, 1 in. Or if you're me, it's just 1 straight up into the 20. Or the 4.
Yeah, flip start.
Just 1 in.
Oh, yeah.
Just 1 in there for Patrick Burke for the opening semifinal. We see those numbers there. Decent performance. Whoop! Those aren't the right averages. There's always a screen that kind of gets away from me here. Oh, too many devices. Where's my... Here it is. Okay. So let's turn off the booth cam. So there we have it. You know, yeah, I feel like Patrick is not going to be that happy with that performance there. Let me try to get these updated stats here. Yeah, here we got the right numbers. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Yeah, these guys were not throwing 30-something averages, I promise you. Nor is the application math that messed up. So, yeah, you know, Patrick maybe starting to kind of get into form there, but I feel like these, you know, the 25, 26, 25, 23 there, I feel like he throws better than that. I feel like he's expecting to go kind of seven visits or beneath for his performances. So we'll see how that translates in the finals. Niemann, again, unfortunately playing a little bit below his season average in his semifinal performance. If I recall, that's a similar situation as what happened last season. So just missing out, but again, doing well to get into the spot in the first place for the season, which is not easy at all. I'm going to take a break, put some commercials on. Hopefully that'll work. Get the next match set up. We'll be back at some point, and I hope it all goes well. Thanks for sticking with us. Cheers. Thank you all for tuning in, and I assume, like me, a number of y'all are looking for online opportunities to play during quarantine, whether that is government or self-imposed. And I'd like to share with you a couple options for amateur players to get involved, no matter where you're based from or what your skill level is. Of course, starting with the Bang Average League here that you're watching right now, 2 divisions currently held, an A and a B division, skill-based separating them. And they will be kicking off Season 5 in 2021. The Bang Average League is free to all players, at least it is as of now. I don't know if that's subject to change yet. Haven't confirmed that with the gang, but certainly something to get involved with. If certainly if you're a fan of the podcast, if you're watching this program right now, and here's how you can get involved with their Twitter or on the email, their weeklydartscast@gmail.com to get involved in Season 5 of the Bang Average League. Of course, that's not the only one. If you're playing the Bang Average League, you might also be familiar with the Graded Darts League, GDL. I believe there might be 1 or 2 players from Bang Average here who are planning to play that next season. Looks like it's a combination of a tournament series and some single seasons. I don't personally know the folks who are running it, so I can only speak to what I've seen on Twitter. There is a small monthly fee involved. So again, you know, don't know the guys, but from what I've seen, it seems like a reputable bunch of folks who are not going to take your money and run. So that is the GDL, and again, you can see how to get involved there. In addition to the GDL, which does some online live streaming of their matches, you've got the FODL, the FOD. Thank you all for tuning in, and my bad, y'all, on the stream inadvertently took this that new scene, trying to set up for the next match. We'll do these commercials one more time. A little extra promotion for these online leagues that you can get involved with. I also saw the Weekly Darts Cast in the chat promoting the interim winter season before Season 5. So certainly holler at them to learn more and get involved. In 2021, the Bang Average League is free to all players. At least it is as of now. I don't know if that's subject to change yet. Haven't confirmed that with the gang, but certainly something to get involved with. If certainly if you're a fan of the podcast, if you're watching this program right now, and here's how you can get involved with their Twitter or on the email, their weeklydartscast@gmail.com, to get involved in season 5 of the Bang Average League. Of course, that's not the only one. If you're playing the Bang Average League, you might also be familiar with the Graded Darts League, GDL. I believe there might be 1 or 2 players from Bang Average here who are planning to play that next season. Looks like it's a combination of a tournament series and some single seasons. I don't personally know the folks who are running it, so I can only speak to what I've seen on Twitter. There is a small monthly fee involved. So again, don't know the guys, but from what I've seen, it seems like a reputable bunch of folks who are not going to take your money and run. So that is the GDL, and again, you can see how to get involved there. In addition to the GDL, which does some online live streaming of their matches. You've got the FODL, the FODL, a US-based darts league with a bunch of, again, skill-based divisions, expanding to 5 for the next season. And they stream their matches on Twitch and have actually been going at it for probably over 2 years, possibly pushing 3 at this point. Certainly some of the kind of front runners of the online amateur darts streaming game for sure. So certainly check them out. You can see their website, which will link to their Twitch. And then, of course, very active on Twitter there, which is how they do most of their recruitment. And finally, we've got Q Tour, the Quarantine Tour, that I myself run through the Quarantine League, which is a 22 event tournament series, so 2 events a month held on Sundays throughout 2021, which will culminate in an end of season playoff tournament for the top players on the order of merit. Still figuring out some prizes which will be offered there. Just not exactly sure what yet, but it'll certainly be fun. And again, that is a free event, so free software, free admission to play. As long as you show up and play with respect, we would love to have you out in the Quarantine Tour. And again, all these different options, great ways to stay busy during the winter here and perhaps into 2021 if you're not able to go out and play in person. Stay tuned, we've got more action coming up. All right, so we are back here. Why don't I bring up the booth so you can see my pretty little face? Hey, we are back. All right, got everyone queued up here, ready to go. Ryan here. Well, I'll talk about it when it's coming up. He just shared a little story that I will relay to y'all. So one match down, one semifinal down, 3 matches to go. So one more A Division semifinal, and then we will have the B Division promotion playoff final to determine who the second player from B coming up into the A Division for Season 5 will be. And then following that will be the A Division Championship final. Still don't know how to call it, but I'm going to use those words consistently. Let's take a look at the preview. Wrong mouse. Hey, there we go. So here's what we got for these players. Whoop. Didn't. Right, so I keep on talking, and I'm actually not taking the cameras because I'm in studio mode. So here's my beautiful face. I'm still here. We're going to look at the previews again. There we go. Season record. So a little bit closer in with these two than we saw in the last match. So Ryan here not with a totally clean sheet this season to earn that second seed. 1 draw and 1 loss throughout his 8 matches. Decent average there. Really impressive there, though, on the right side with Bradley is just barely a distinction between his first 9 and his overall average. Despite that 22% doubling, I don't know, I would maybe expect that doubling to be closer to like 30%, but either way, it is what it is. Power scoring there, you can certainly see favoring Bradley just a tad. However, Ryan, with those 2 maximums throughout his 8 matches for the season, the players have built up. I'm going to do this more smoothly. Got my audio up. Players can hear me. Players, if y'all are ready, go ahead and shoot them well. Game on.
All the best, Ryan.
Yeah, have a good one, mate.
I assume that was a warm-up throw and not a 28 or something. Oh, as it was, as Bradley won the bull.
100.
Wow, opened up with an 81 or 85 last leg, or last match. Nice tidy ton here to start this one. All right, time to switch some broadcast screens.
95.
Get my little booth view up.
19.
There we go.
$24.
36.
$45.
Wow, I thought that would have been a trouble there on the right side for Bradley with his first, or second, if not third dart.
43.
Not quite finding it there. Still well out in front here in this opening leg with the darts, but this is not going to be a performance that will put much pressure on Mr. Burke from the previous match. But like I said, this online format sometimes takes players a little while to get going.
46.
Between the pace, knowing you're on stream, the pressure of the playoffs itself, just kind of forgiving any onlineness or broadcastness, just the fact that it's playoffs, do or die, wants the pressure. And if I recall correctly, I think it was Ryan against Patrick in the finals last season. And I believe that came from an upset win over Neiman, who was the second seed. I think Ryan came into that. I think that was a 3-2 match.
Right.
Neiman coming in at 2, Ryan at 3. But if I preface it with, if I recall correctly, then just, take that with a salt mine of salt.
$42.
too many folks joining us in the chat for me to kind of call it out. Just super appreciate y'all being here. Of course, that's all, I'm sure, result of Alex and Andrew's work with the podcasts and drumming up this interest. Ooh, no, the one leaves a 77 there for Bradley. Triple 19 for the what I'm calling the James Wade now. That's not just me calling the James Wade, right? That's like certainly been like a thing, the double 10. Oh, just outside of that double 18. I really do like the 16's look on 68 for the missed opportunities it affords you. I've started going there instead of 20s recently. Very much about it. Meanwhile, Bradley missing the big number. That leaves double 16. Oh, I've seen some celebrities in the chat.
Yeah, game showing
I haven't seen Wayne Mardell in the chat. We all know what he would say. But all that matters is what Bradley says, which is game shot in 3. For the opening leg, hold a throw.
100.
But not much difference in that leg. So this could be a tighter match than we saw in the first semifinal.
45.
60.
60.
140.
Oh, wow. Great response there from Ryan. He was starting to slip a little bit here with the darts. That puts a little bit of emphasis on his throw.
60.
36.
45.
Again, I missed the setup from Ryan. I don't know how he got to that bogey finish. I wish I could flash the math aware. I need to pay attention more. I'm starting to look at the YouTube chat a little bit here to try to engage. It's just overwhelming how many folks are in here.
41.
Last I checked, I think there are about 2,500 people watching this. Well on our way to 100,000, undoubtedly, by the end of the stream.
45.
Good setup there from Ryan. Just nice, casual, smart decision making. No need to set up a bull shot there. Just fantastic board management.
41.
Ryan tops for a hold start. Double 10.
Yeah, checking the second out.
Beautiful. What a beautiful dart in that double 10. Just center of the center of it. And higher than low. To be closer to that 6 than that 15 for that potential bust.
$100.
From the chat, I will mention our most gracious league managers, the Bang Average League folks, and they're pimping the next season, saying Barney is coming back next season. So I guess a busy qualifying season between Q School
55.
and then, which I guess will be the European Q School for Barney, and then whatever kind of qualifier process that the Bang Average League sets up. But looks like Raymond Van Barneveld is going to have a very busy dance card next season. I love it. Eager to get him on the stream if he's able to qualify for this playoff finals.
43.
25.
Oh, it turns out I'm thinking of the wrong Barney.
60.
Darn. Wouldn't have minded to switch to the 18s there to leave the 160 instead of the 158, as it is just missing the big number entirely there, unfortunately, for Ryan.
41.
Ryan letting his lead dissipate a little bit here was really setting himself up very well to break this throw.
95.
He's still not in a bad spot, but has definitely let Bradley get back in it.
94.
Beautiful, beautiful third dart to set up double 18 there when he returns. Love that on the third from 90. Oh, wait, no, I'm doing the math wrong.
38.
I definitely don't like that first start at 20s from the 107. Would have preferred the 19s. We'll see if he gets, well, it's not a punishment so much as Ryan just getting the job done. So critical break a throw there. Oh, good. 140 there. Fantastic. All three darts very well placed there from Ryan. Ooh, I haven't thrown out some stats yet. That's my fault. Wow. Ryan, what in the world? Throwing like a guy who's trying to put in some work in the finals here.
100.
Wants to be the third ever Bang Average League champion.
21.
And pardon me if you heard smoochy kiss faces. My wife just came in to give me a beer, and I threw some smoochies back at her, so you might have heard some perked lips or something. That was me.
55.
Oh no. Is he going to move down? He's just feeling off on the top part of the board? No. Ah, man, almost found a one with that third dart as well, Bradley.
64.
I hear Bradley getting a little bit down on himself, saying it's rubbish. Maybe I have the volume a little bit too low for y'all, but not too happy with his performance so far here. Good response there, and Bradley's still not in terrible position, just down a break, and has the darts in the match, so he's not in bad form at all here.
25.
Big opportunity here. A 60 would apply a good bit of pressure to this 90.
57.
57 similarly. For the bullseye. Oh, way off. He rushed it way too fast there. Ryan, I would have much preferred a little pause between those throws. Like he paused between the two darts at the 20 and then just sort of... Oh, wow. Barely through the other ones. And meanwhile, Bradley finding that trouble 14 with the first dart and then unable to get through with two darts at the double there. That 18, double 18 way inside. Oh, not getting the job done. Blown opportunities here for both players. Will Bradley take advantage?
Yeah, game shot in one.
He will. And that's what I said. Bradley not in a bad spot there. It looked like he was in a rough spot. Just get there, get the break back on even, have the darts, and you're in a great spot here. And I'm going to take a quick 30 to something other second break. Well, you all enjoy the opening to this fifth leg.
100.
41.
41.
27.
80.
100.
60.
45.
What did I miss? Not that much.
41.
All right. Stats. Let's go back there.
100.
So I think Ryan going down a little bit from when we last checked in. Bradley going up a decent bit from when we last checked in. Dark counts there. Bradley getting the slightly less tidy ones, while Ryan is getting through those quality ones.
84.
So a tale of inconsistent doubling is what I would call that. I don't know if that's 20 or 60. It was 20.
29.
20 left. 84.
I wasn't ready for the 19s on the 104, so I was late on the math and the call up there, though. Fantastic setup there. Good opportunity for Ryan. Me personally, I like the 16s from the 104. But if you're not going to go 16s, then you got to go 19s. And if you go 18s, then you're just
Let's go.
overthinking it in the wrong way. Ryan just going for the bust. Going inside, and then saying, nah, I'd rather not try to set up double two. 79 left here for Bradley. Wanted to leave tops, unable to. 66 remaining. Going to leave himself on 36.
38.
So a bit more pressure on Ryan, knowing that Bradley does not have to burn a dart for a single if he's to have another shot at it. Double 10.
Yeah, first down.
That's right.
That's the break that Bradley needed to avoid here early on, just after getting back on throw with a break of his own. Gets it snagged right back away. Advantage back to Ryan again, despite Brad having the darts. It's leg 6. Again, just this race to 5 here
42.
in this second A Division semifinal. The winner here will go on to face Patrick Burke, who's
100.
playing out of Claremorris, County Mayo, Ireland. And I'll tell you,
25.
speaking of Ireland, I could listen to that dude talk all day long. I could listen to Willie O'Connor talk all day long.
22.
45.
So the little tidbit that Ryan dropped to me earlier that he wanted to, actually two little bits of information. Or was it Bradley?
81.
It was Brad. So I've been he'll correct me if I'm wrong, or anyone else in the stream can jump out if they know better. But I believe it was Bradley saying to me that, first of all, GDL is legit. So the Greater Darts League, one of these two
100.
guarantees they're not going to take your money and run. And I figured it was one of these two, if not both of them, who are playing in that league and are who associated with the folks who are running that. The other thing was that he hit a 170 in a GDL singles league match last week, which is quite an impressive feat. I had to ask and clarify, was it in a match decider against Gary Anderson? They said, no, it's not. So, Matt Egger, if you're watching, don't worry. You're fine. You're still number one. Everyone still loves you. But still, man, a big fish finish. Whew, you love to see it. Love to see it. Move down the 19s. Wow, great switch down. And then gets double paid, finding that trouble there. Fantastic stuff from Ryan to put pressure on this 94. Bradley wanted tops there, 36-40.
49.
After that first start. Unable to find it, but oh boy, do I love the strategy.
47.
Five leaves tops there. 20 leaves, double 10.
25.
The miss leaves 20 and an opportunity for Ryan. 16 for the bull. Or trouble 16 for double 9. Nah, no, a little outside. Opportunity for Bradley there. Great look from Ryan there.
Yeah, game shot in one.
Here we go again. So just a bunch of breaks going on now here since the third leg. Gone break. Here are the counts. So again, back on to Bradley in this race to 5. Pressure is absolutely on. Let's see what these numbers are doing. Looks like they're staying steady on the right side.
45.
And quite frankly, I can't remember the left side. I was so rushed getting this stuff together this morning, I didn't eat. Not only did I not eat,
22.
but you've also heard a couple of these. And that's not helping the situation none. Oh! Wow, springboard bounce out from Ryan. Throwing that dart onto a trampoline. Dan Dawson, if you're still in the chat, why don't they have trampolines in World Chase Tag? It's ridiculous. I want to see Super Mario power-ups. I want to see banana peels over there. I want to see oil slicks. I want magic mushrooms that make you go 3 times as... Wait, no, hold on. That's... I want oil slicks, 19. That's 19, not 90, in case you need to adjust your ears. And you know what? I'll bring up these player camera audio.
100.
Because both these players have done a fantastic job to eliminate background noise from their setup. And you just hear their darts and you hear their score calls. Wow, 140 from Ryan there.
$41.
100.
All right, we saw it last match for 131, 51 tops. How about 57 tops? No, boo. Boo this man in the chat. Boo, Bradley.
59.
Bad man.
$40.
78 here. Oh, misses the treble 18. Treble 14 now for double 16 is the intention. I don't know. It's either.
Yeah, game shot.
Oh, wow! I couldn't tell if he found it or if he was going to go for a single 20. Bradley finding the 78 the hard way. Beautiful, beautiful recovery. Oh, boy. Finally back on throw here. Bradley needs to win one of the next two. Ryan needs to win both on the trot, on the spin. Is that something appropriate to say in this situation? I don't know. I don't know. I'll just go
43.
whip up some chicken fried steak and smoke a brisket or something here in Texas. I don't know the ways of the European sport,
60.
but I'm working on it. Hence the fancy dress.
25.
Another little springboard from Ryan there. Unfortunate with that. And those are darts that are just coming out with gusto. They're not like dropouts. It's not like a dead part of Sisal over there. Those things are hitting like a springy part of the spider. And just cracking out.
125.
Come on, 41.
We have a little hold on, we have a little scoreboard discrepancy there here.
Taking your 41 off my side, mate.
You want to see your side, is it?
Okay, hey, yeah, so guys, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I saw it. So Ryan, tap on the 41 or whatever the score was. And
It's alright, I fixed it.
okay, cool. Brilliant. Cheers.
Yep, that's fine.
Wow, these players better than the people who have been playing my leagues for 2 years using the software. Bang average players.
85.
Good bit above average in the Darts Atlas Savvy. As you see in the top left,
100.
this league brought to you by Darts Atlas, the easiest way to play matches, tournaments, and leagues, whether you're online or in person. A little math, and I don't mean this in the derogatory way, just Ryan doing some math, just being like, all right, 143, and then the 57,
78.
lift 86. Oh, yeah, 20 left 66.
54.
Or I'm just not looking at numbers at all correctly. So, anyway. Ooh, wow. So Ryan showing a little bit of disrespect there,
53.
saying, I don't really care to go 16 bullseye because guess what, Bradley? You're not going to take out the 160. Well, guess what, Ryan? You're right. He's not.
60. So far away.
Hey, here Bradley saying so far away. Not able to work it down into that treble. Double 16 to force the last leg decider is so forced.
What about Ryan?
I'm gonna
All right. For the spot in the championship here, Bradley with the darts.
Come on, Bradley. 65.
I'm not even going to interrupt and correct him because that was a 66, like obviously.
43.
And that's just clearly a brain fart on the right side of the board there.
60.
And I can certainly empathize. We'll see if it ever comes down to that one shave being a difference between being in a checkout or not.
81.
$180.
Yes, there it is. I was silent on purpose. Oh, I wanted to hear Bradley's call for the maximum.
20.
Oh, absolutely beautiful. I was hoping we'd have at least one on stream. Now, can he do well to follow it up and set it up? A 140 would be absolutely brilliant. An
81.
81 will be very helpful as well, especially with Ryan all the way back at 257. Woo! That was exciting. That got me a little fired up here. I go outside and rope some Broncos and shoot some guns off into the air. Just kidding. We only do that on Saturdays in Texas.
81.
Interesting choice.
77.
Another interesting choice. So I don't like the 20s on 115, and I sure as hell don't like the 38 attempt in your third dart with your opponent back on 176.
45.
Oh, so now I don't know what why are you even in this position? Okay, so he's gonna go for the split.
Go for it, Bradley. 6.
Why you didn't need to force yourself into a split? Why would you go for 38 on that third dart the last visit? That's my only point. That's my whole point. But listen, I didn't even know of the game called 501 until 2014, probably 2015. So what do I know? Bradley for a spot in the championship.
Yeah, game shot in 1.
There it is.
Yeah.
Wow, right through the door.
Oh, I struggled with that. That was bad.
A little bit nervy in pieces, but doing a well enough job to get over the door there. We see 19 darter last leg. Wow, that's some good stuff. Both players with a 19 darter. Other than that, just the 20 darter, but lots of stuff and 8 and 9 visits. A little 10 visit opener there, but we'll see if both Patrick and Bradley now are proper warmed up to get into this final match. We will get going in about, the final match will be in about 45 minutes time, because coming up we have got, let's see, let me just bring up the booth. Yes, hey, coming up in about 7 minutes time or so, we are going to have the Bang Average B promotion playoffs. So winner of this match, they've gotten through the tournament into the playoff finals. Winner of this match will be promoted into the Bang Average A division for next season. Stay tuned. We'll have that coming up in, like I said, about 7 or 8 minutes time. Cheers. Thank you all for tuning in. And I assume, like me, a number of y'all are looking for online opportunities to play during quarantine, whether that is government or self-imposed. And I'd like to share with you a couple options for amateur players to get involved, no matter where you're based from or what your skill level is. Of course, starting with the Bang Average League here that you're watching right now, 2 divisions currently held, an A and a B division, skill-based separating them. And they will be kicking off Season 5 in 2021. The Bang Average League is free to all players, at least it is as of now. I don't know if that's subject to change yet. Haven't confirmed that with the gang, but certainly something to get involved with. Certainly if you're a fan of the podcast, if you're watching this program right now, and here's how you can get involved with their Twitter or on the email, their weeklydartscast@gmail.com, to get involved in Season 5 of the Bang Average League. Of course, that's not the only one. If you're playing the Bang Average League, you might also be familiar with the Graded Darts League, GDL. I believe there might be 1 or 2 players from Bang Average here who are planning to play that next season. Looks like it's a combination of a tournament series and some single seasons. I don't personally know the folks who are running it, so I can only speak to what I've seen on Twitter. There is a small monthly fee involved. So again, don't know the guys, but from what I've seen, it seems like a reputable bunch of folks who are not going to take your money and run. So that is the GDL, and again, you can see how to get involved there. In addition to the GDL, which does some online live streaming of their matches, you've got the FODL, the FODL, a US-based darts league with a bunch of, again, skill-based divisions, expanding to 5 for the next season. And they stream their matches on Twitch and have actually been going at it for probably over 2 years, possibly pushing 3 at this point. Certainly some of the kind of front runners of the online amateur darts streaming game for sure. So certainly check them out. You can see their website, which will link to their Twitch. And then, of course, very active on Twitter there, which is how they do most of their recruitment. And finally, we've got Q Tour, the Quarantine Tour, that I myself run through the Quarantine League, which is a 22 event tournament series, so 2 events a month held on Sundays throughout 2021, which will culminate in an end-of-season playoff tournament for the top players on the order of merit. Still figuring out some prizes, which will be offered there. Just not exactly sure what yet, but it'll certainly be fun. And again, that is a free event, so free software, free admission to play. As long as you show up and play with respect, we would love to have you out on the Quarantine Tour. And again, all these different options, great ways to stay busy during the winter here and perhaps into 2021 if you're not able to go out and play in person. Stay tuned, we've got more action coming up.
What was your 120? Is that a bounce that as well? We're not halfway.
Yeah, it's level 20. I'll tell you, I think I hit the fly at the first start. So it went into single 20, but stuck in too softly, so just dropped out.
All right, y'all, just dealing with some technical issues. Be back in about another 5 minutes. Hopefully, going to restart this countdown, throw some music back on, and we will be back shortly. So close, everyone out there in YouTube land. In fact, I might be ready to cut it. Okay, guys. On the stream, y'all can hear me. Get it diddled up. I'm going to start the intro. Just full of grace as always, this production. All right, kill the background music. Sit down in the broadcasting chair. My phone, I don't know where it is. It doesn't matter. Okay, let's get a preview going. Here we go. I'm so on. Let's kill the desktop audio. I'll bring in the player cameras into my ear again, as they should be quirking up as we get prepared to see who will be joining the rest of these ruffians in the A division of the Bang Average League next season, starting in 2021. Hell, it's going to be one of these two. All right. It's going to be between Dan Marshall, playing out of Surrey, England, and Carl Hadlington, playing out of Cradley Heath, England. It had been my intention to confirm pronunciations with these players beforehand. That didn't work out, but I feel pretty confident. I feel pretty good about how that just rolled off the tongue. So hopefully got it right. Pretty close. I don't know what to make of this between the 5-3-0 and 6-0-2 here for these the season performance for these players. Not too much difference there. Not too much difference in the averages. Doubling percentage certainly in Carl's favor. I don't know. Based on those numbers, maybe I'd expect Carl to have the draws and not the losses. But in the end, it's Dan playing out of that number 2 seed against Carl Hadlington in that 3 spot. Oh wait, no, we're in the B. This is it. This is the championship. That's right. Right, for the A division playoffs here. Not doing good in the booth here. Players looking good on the stream though. If I bring these up. Here are the play. Same thing. Forgot to bring in the preview off studio mode. So head-to-head here throughout the season. These are the regular season performances here for these players who have gotten through the playoff semifinals to get into the spot for promotion. Got the cameras going here. I am ready. These players should be ready. If they are indeed ready to go, it's game on, guys. Shooting very well.
Yeah, we're ready to go.
Yikes! What a
good luck, mate.
not my best match intro. I'll tell you, between the
Cheers, mate.
the A-B stuff, and then a little bit of technical ramp-up issues getting going. But here we are. Whew. All right, B Division, race to 6 here. Best of 11. Hopefully, assuming that was adjusted on the back end. I am just so behind here. Y'all, again, please let me know how I did with the pronunciations here. Just so many folks in the chat here throughout this evening, my afternoon. Appreciate all y'all being here. Weekly Darts Cast, of course. Joe Lettuce raising his hand. Andrew Sinclair joining us. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I got something for Andrew here. Booth cam. Andrew! This is for you, the wardrobe change. Here it came. Lasercat back in action. Had to put on the official uniform, of course. Open it up with the Austin FC love, trying to get our boy Matty Max in here. Matthew McConaughey, you run a nonprofit for kids. You don't support the Junior League Darts organization, which has an official partnership with the Austin Independent School District. But you know what? It'd be a lot cooler if you did. Okay, cut the cam.
62.
I'll let y'all guess in the chat how long I've been waiting to drop something like that.
81.
Spoiler alert, a long time.
81.
Carl there, if you're familiar with the photo, playing with a Congraw looking board.
40.
Little wobble kind of speaker stand action. But hey, listen, in these times, we all do what we can to keep on throwing the darts.
Yeah, 7.
You know, I understand a lot of folks in the UK are just able to take the pub board for granted, and you just know if you don't have a board at home, you can go out to somewhere super local,
41.
go throw a game on a proper setup. Oh, not so fortunate here in the States.
58.
Ooh, double 18 now. Oh no, it was
74.
double 8. Wow, look at me not being math aware.
60.
I was too busy just commenting that Dan did well not to bother setting with the bullseye with his opponent far out of checkout range.
Oh, that's even further. Yeah, game in 3.
All right, there he goes through the board. Opening hole to throw there for Dan. And we've got the B final going for this fight into the A division,
91.
where these players will certainly have their work cut out for them. Last season's A outright season winner, unable to make it into the playoffs here this season, as was the
104.
playoff finals winner from last season.
Nice darts, mate. There you go.
So this was a repeat of the last season Bang Average A Division playoffs. So thus far, the
65.
promotees from the B Division not necessarily putting up the most formidable showings, but maybe that will change with these folks right here.
100.
At least one of them. Well, just one of them, not at least, just one. It'll be the one, not two, not zero. One of them
41.
will be finding themselves in the A Division next season.
$140.
Oh, great darts, mate.
It looks like some Carl fans in the chat as he throws in that beautiful ton 40. Lots of love for
59.
the Cradley Heath. And again, I assume I'm pronouncing that well with as many folks as are texting it and no one's calling me out for mispronouncing it. I think it's going well, except for those 3 darts at double. Getting closer with the third. Still shaving it too high. Under no pressure, though, here. Dan only managing to get through 191 through 4 visits at the board.
$20.
Oh, no. And this is the sort of thing that is not going to be surprising to see from folks who are accustomed to watching online divisions with multiple kind of skill-separated divisions play.
Yeah, check in
The
1.
scoring will be there, but then
Good
the
job, mate. That's great.
checkout might take a little while. Of course, as I say that, it's a 19 dart leg. Matt, shut up. Wow, great 19 dart hole to throw there from Carl. I wasn't looking at the dart counts or just
52.
really kind of counting the visits. I was just looking at the score and seeing how far ahead he was. Well, I didn't realize that was just because it was screaming darts.
$81. 99.
Quite a disparity there between this.
28.
I'm trying to remember. I think I myself had a 17 darter last week. I don't know. The game has not gone well during quarantine. I don't know if y'all can feel me there, but
94.
man, I was just playing the best I ever have, and like up until February and into March was just on the best clip ever,
125.
and it's all escaped me now. But we'll get it back. We all just have to be
26.
patient, and of course we got a busy December coming up. Oof, 9 days, but who's counting? I'm counting. I'm counting really hard.
58.
Until what? Until the Worlds. Allie Pally, can't wait.
41.
I told my wife she's got about, well, at the time it was like 11 more days, but now it's fewer. Enjoy the peace while you have it, sweetheart. Wow, good job setting up the 20 with that 57 on the second dart from Carl. Just unable to find it, missing outside on that double 10. Another 19 darter. And again on the double 10, it could be 21?
No score.
Double 15 is going to bust it there. So Dan with the chance for the Shanghai. Oh, I think that gasp says it's two singles.
60.
Oh gosh. Wow, deserved a lot more than 60 the way those darts were grouped. Can he use that marker?
10 score.
No. Oh, and based on where that board would have been in its parabola?
Yeah.
Oh well, little double there for Dan.
Don't know why I got tops double 10 there.
Listen, you can set up 20, you can set up with 20, or you can set up with 60. Either way will get you there. So hold here. Through 3. I think I was going off on some tangent. I've already forgotten it. It doesn't matter. You didn't need to hear it.
100.
So big disparity there in the first 9, which collapses when you just look at the averages straight up.
Oh, God, another 26.
Ooh, and I just realized we're not showing
21.
the maximums there.
$58.
Well, we'll just assume they won't throw maximums here. And then that set won't matter, because I don't feel like cropping
100.
that frame.
100.
Ooh, Dan taking the advantage. Taking the advantage against the dart, setting himself up to be in a very comfortable position with the advantage of the throw.
61.
Move to the 18s there to set up.
58.
All right. Good math awareness there from Carl. You know, I'm so used to the math aware connotation being negative, I almost like need to change that for these Bang Average League broadcasts to make it a positive thing. Like, hey, well done. Math aware.
43.
Shaving off to set up that 164. Wow, great dart. Just above that treble 20. We'll see if it's double-double. It's not, but it's treble 20 for double 8.
No, 80.
And perhaps not enough time taken in between those throws to reset.
24.
And Carl's certainly throwing at a quick pace there, kind of rushing through those. I wonder if he's
Yeah, second dart.
getting hurt a little bit
Shit.
with that switching, because of how far those targets are. Might be advised to take just a shave of a moment in between those switches to reset the targeting. But as it is,
100.
Dan here with the darts, a break up with all the advantage in the world.
25. $85. $95. $41. 41. 100.
Oh, darn near a 140 there, and equally near a 180, honestly. For Dan there, almost getting a checkout range, but as it is, plenty of time behind this 175.
45.
Just a modest ton here from Carl would make this leg a lot more interesting than it's been so far.
140.
Nice.
Or just throw 140 and let's just really get it funky. All right. All right, pressure's on here for the little fish. Oh, I hate it. Ah. And like I know it's intentional.
9.
It's just such a slap in the face. Just like, oh, the disrespect to Carl. Like, Carl, you're not going to take out this 115. Now Carl has to take out the 115. Does he need 18 for tops? Do it. Do it.
70.
Oh, no, Carl, why?
Yeah, game.
Oh, no. Oh, I wanted the punishment. I had to, like, rip my headphones off and hold my camera out while I screamed. Oh, man. Carl, you cheeky sausage. Wow. I mean, I know commentators are supposed to be impartial, but, like, I'm not a commentator. I'm just a selfless promoter. I wanted that to go so bad.
85.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
36.
Oh, what a steal that would have been. Okay, I need to get over it.
44.
More legs to play. Pretty slow start for both of these guys.
97.
Carl might as well just set up a windmill in front of his board and have the blades and try to kind of work through the
80.
oscillation there as well. He's got a whole bunch of dimensions of movement going on there with this board. Of course, I'm sure it looks more
60.
violent from this up-close view than it does from him, especially since we're getting that kind of askew angle where the front back looks more side to side than it actually is. But still. Oof, that's good. That's a good dart.
100.
Oh, all right, Carl. Well, this could be a 1-2-4 for 3-3, but for 4-2, he'll certainly take it.
180.
Oh, no! Now I need to friggin' fix the stats graph. Dan, you jerk. Beautiful 180. Absolutely beautiful maximum. Tons of pressure on that 1-2-4. It was responded to pretty well. 8 now. Good boy, taking his time.
32.
Definitely love that pause and reset. The adrenaline was getting there. You kind of hear the breaths getting deeper there from Dan. Very well done. Take his time, reset. Tops it is now for Carl. Wow!
Great job, mate.
Thank you.
Holy smokes, what a leg 6. And again, that could have been 3-3. Oh, Carl had it for the 115. 57-18, just high.
50.
Doors open, though, here. Just a 50 opening for Dan. Carl picking up the pace. Could be smelling some blood in the water.
33.
$140.
Oh man, I was ready with my Wayne Martel go on then.
125.
$95.
97.
Oof, Dan looking to put an emphasis here on the match here in leg 7. Though Carl not letting him slip too far ahead.
26.
And with that one, just a 60 here would be huge. 58 would be equally big. 58 would get the job done.
Oh, I thought that was 85.
Great response to the pressure there from Dan.
60.
Oh, by that gasp.
45.
I could tell he hit that treble 10 just on the wire there. Fantastic effort from Dan there. Treble 60 would have left the bullseye for Carl.
56.
Great targeting as it was for him. The pressure here now on Dan for tops. One more at it.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Gets there one away now from the league championship. Pressure on. 4 on the trot. It's got to go for Carl. Hold, break, hold, break is the only way
42.
that he gets promoted to the A division for next season. Dan here throwing without pressure, and looks like he's been throwing without stress here.
45.
Checking on these stats, just wow. Done great to bridge that gap
100.
between his first 9 and the average there, Dan. Really, both these players just right on there. Barely slipping, not letting a lot of visits go without taking out that double. In fact, they might have not left, well, I don't know, they've each left 1 or 2. And then just real solid stuff here. So again, like we've seen, opening a little bit slow and then players picking it up here. 19, 21, 21. Whew.
59.
That's good enough to beat me pretty bad. Pretty bad indeed.
76.
$41.
Unfortunate miss there with the first dart there from Carl into the 1.
41.
Forcing himself to need a treble to set himself up in a checkout range and unable to find it. Bright side, though, plenty of room granted from his opponent here. So 1-3-2 setup. We'll see if that's under any duress.
6.
Not much, though. Dan in range.
64.
Okay, so it looks like that 25 did hit, and then Carl unable to find the treble 19 for the bullseye opportunity.
40.
Well, so 68, still not under much pressure there, with Dan still on to Shanghai.
52.
Almost finding that double-double finish. Carl went double 16 and then missed that double 8 pretty well outside. The Shanghai's not going to go, so Carl, for a chance to stay alive here, needs to move it up and in. Not that far in, though. Still working his way through it. Dan now with matched darts potentially coming in. Not guaranteed, though. 50 remaining with 2 in hand. 18 or 10. It's not a bust. It's double 16 now. Oh, but that is well outside. Wow, was that a testy dart at single 18 that almost found the 54 for a bust. Double 4 to stay alive. A marker unused. Double 8.
Yeah, game.
There it is. Game shot.
Oh.
And the Bang Average B Division champion, Dan Marshall there, earning himself a movement right up into the A Division here for the next season, which, as we've said, will start off in 2021 after the little preseason interlude, I'll say, that we'll have in December that the folks will host. Again, you can see all the information on that if you follow the instructions in the commercial that will come up soon. So many congratulations to Dan Marshall, putting up great numbers. Definitely bang average A division numbers, but oh my gosh, look at that. I mean, nothing between these averages. Just a matter of the timing. It seems like Carl, with some chances at some doubling there to get through the door and some more of those legs, unable to take them. Dan with the victory, though you got to figure that not a single player in the B division next season is going to have a good time going up against Carl. If that's the sort of numbers that B division looks like, then we have a much different idea of what B division means in the US and in the UK. I'm going to take a quick commercial break here, and then we'll be back to prepare for our final Bang Average Season 4 championship coming up after these words. Thank you all for tuning in, and I assume, like me, a number of y'all are looking for online opportunities to play during quarantine, whether that is government or self-imposed. And I'd like to share with you a couple options for amateur players to get involved, no matter where you're based from or what your skill level is. Of course, starting with the Bang Average League here that you're watching right now, 2 divisions currently held, an A and a B division, skill-based separating them. And they will be kicking off Season 5 in 2021. The Bang Average League is free to all players, at least it is as of now. I don't know if that's subject to change yet. Haven't confirmed that with the gang, but certainly something to get involved with. Certainly if you're a fan of the podcast, if you're watching this program right now, and here's how you can get involved with their Twitter or on the email, their weeklydartscast@gmail.com, to get involved in Season 5 of the Bang Average League. Of course, that's not the only one. If you're playing the Bang Average League, you might also be familiar with the Graded Darts League, GDL. I believe there might be 1 or 2 players from Bang Average here who are planning to play that next season. Looks like it's a combination of a tournament series and some single seasons. I don't personally know the folks who are running it, so I can only speak to what I've seen on Twitter. There is a small monthly fee involved. So again, don't know the guys, but from what I've seen, it seems like a reputable bunch of folks who are not going to take your money and run. So that is the GDL, and again, you can see how to get involved there. In addition to the GDL, which does some online live streaming of their matches, you've got the FODL, the FODL, a US-based darts league with a bunch of, again, skill-based divisions, expanding to 5 for the next season. And they stream their matches on Twitch and have actually been going at it for probably over 2 years, possibly pushing 3 at this point. Certainly some of the kind of front runners of the online amateur darts streaming game for sure. So certainly check them out. You can see their website, which will link to their Twitch. And then, of course, very active on Twitter there, which is how they do most of their recruitment. And finally, we've got Q Tour, the Quarantine Tour, that I myself run through the Quarantine League, which is a 22 event tournament series, so 2 events a month held on Sundays throughout 2021, which will culminate in an end of season playoff tournament for the top players on the order of merit. Still figuring out some prizes which will be offered there. Just not exactly sure what yet, but it'll certainly be fun. And again, that is a free event, so free software, free admission to play. As long as you show up and play with respect, we would love to have you out in the Quarantine Tour. And again, all these different options, great ways to stay busy during the winter here and perhaps into 2021 if you're not able to go out and play in person. Stay tuned, we've got more action coming up. All right, y'all, I'm going to take a few extra minutes time here between this break to set up some more studio assets here, and then we'll be back in, right now I'll call it 10 minutes time. We'll be back with the Bang Average A finals between Patrick Burke and Bradley Warren. I hope I got that right. Right? Burke and Warren? Pretty sure. All right. Cheers. See y'all in a little bit.
Hey, Matt. Sorry, guys, I just don't know what happened there. Hi, Bradley, how are you? Okay. Good. Who win? Oh, man. Those girls was Vincent. So mine was, I must admit, I can put the guys in double. That's a good thing for you, what else? Something about Neiman I find it very hard to say. Yeah, I think quite lovely. A lovely fella, really nice guy, right? I find it very hard to say. He's quite, if you get out of the pocket, he's a good job. If you get another chance, you're okay. Yeah, that's all. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, his head seems to drop behind. He gets the hit. He's a very slow player, but he's so totally. Yeah. What? Really fun. I saw bits of it. I saw it. Yeah, I saw. Yeah. Yeah, they both threw very well. I couldn't believe it. No pressure enough to try and beat that. Yeah, I would. Okay, that's fine, thank you.
All right. Music's cut. I'm back in here. We got the player cameras all up and ready. Whew. One more to go. The finals. What we're all here for. Who's going to win it? Is it going to be a three-peat for Patty out of Claremorris, County Mayo, or is it going to be our second ever Bang Average champion in Bradley Warren out of West Drayton? I always want to say like West Texas. That's just, it kind of rolls off the tongue. Anyway, I'm sure if you're from the UK, the West Drayton just rolls off the tongue equally. Let's take a look at our match preview. Again, seeing how these players have done so far throughout the season. Big disparity here between the matches, but we just saw Bradley put in some numbers that are pretty well above what we see here in this season history. So certainly, I think a fantastic match that we can expect. If I recall correctly, Bradley's numbers there are kind of in the 70s and 60s. Pretty darn comparable to what we saw Patrick throw in that last match. Bring it up to our split view here. The players have already corked. And y'all, if you are ready, go ahead and shoot them well. Game on for this finals for Season 4, the Bang Average A Division here. We got it going. I'll bring in the player audio here. And anyone's game here. I don't know if there's a line, if Low 6 or if the Low 6 app has
41.
anything to say about who they fancy here. I'm just hoping to go to a last leg decider here. You know, we saw the first match was kind of a blowout. Second semifinal here in the A Division
35.
went to a last leg decider. Very exciting stuff. So not sure what to expect from this one here.
60.
41 and 60, a little bit off of Patrick's opener last match.
95.
And I recall that Bradley's opponent opened up with a ton. Ryan opening with a ton last, or maybe it was Bradley who had the darts. Did Bradley have the darts? Bradley did have the darts. He did open up with a ton last match, I think. So again, not quite that opening.
$100.
Just checking back in the chat. Congraw in the chat saying, hey, CLD. Hey, Congraw Darts.
140.
We'll both take some last leg decider drama. Count on that, baby. Count on that. Is there a case to be made for going 19, 60, 25 there for Bradley? I don't know, maybe.
$100.
Oh, it is a ton there. I wasn't sure if that second dart from Patrick found itself a little bit low. I think it was right on target there. Oh, unfortunate.
80.
60 on the floor there from Bradley. The 80 that should have been a ton 40. Beautifully thrown dart just right into the hole of the first one.
45.
And no soup for Bradley. 146 could go here. 6 19s and then 2 16s. If you ask me, well, some 20s and 18s could do it too. 20s and 18s could do it too.
96.
Oh, it wasn't in there. Are you kidding me? Wow. Jeez, that first 18 finding itself just a shave on the wrong side of the wire. Meanwhile, Patrick missing the first big number
20.
and missing the second big number. Needing all three to set up tops here. Advantage Bradley for an opening break a throw. No! Oh, no! You don't need to hit the 4. Leaves tops.
30.
Can't take advantage. Oh, no! And surely the 40 is going to go. Surely Bradley's not going to have a look at the James Wade. All right, opening. No!
Oh,
Wow!
my.
You know, Matt, that's why you wait and listen for them, because you might be wrong about what you see. No good for Patty Burke. One up. 1 not in. Ooh, going right for the madhouse. 1 up, 1 in. 1 up.
3.
1 not in. I guess a little bit upper, as we did not see it probably tucked behind that scoreboard there. Ooh, 1 up and 1 2 inside
6.
there. So goes ahead and sets up the 4. Could have busted it there. Oh boy, wonder if Bradley's wondering if he should have split it with the 2. Meanwhile, Patrick stuck in the madhouse here. Something we have not seen yet this evening. Doing well, take his time. No rush, setting it up. There he goes. Yikes, almost a 30 dart leg. Something, something. Chinny chin chin. Leg 2. In the end, just a hold, but oh, you got to figure if Bradley's looking at that dart count, he is saying if you're going to get a chance to break Patrick's throw, that's it. And oh boy, do you think you're going to get another? Because I'm not so sure you are. Not so sure.
43.
You are, but maybe you are. I don't know.
$41. Easy. $81.
Talked about slow starts before already this evening on the cast.
60.
But we see this, and that's why there's a lot of chat about format length and how that plays into how players do at all different calibers.
100.
I think overall, any player who kind of throws like a 45 or better, you'd expect to get better over time, just get eased into the match,
55.
get more comfortable with it. So these early goings, not too much to read into there.
28.
I only put it up because I have nothing else to talk about.
Oh, yeah. Aegis. 80.
Frustrated 80 there from Patrick, who is just staying neck and neck with Bradley here on Bradley's throw.
85.
And that 85 is not going to make Patrick's life any more easy.
$65.
Congress asking if you ever truly relax in a streamed final. Speaking from a lot of experience, no. Oh, unable to find tops there. Going 60 and then 6 on the 610 split from 46. Still on for Patrick here. Treble 20 for double 19. I think it's on for double 19.
Oh, Jesus, look at that. A mile away. I'm fucking there. 87.
And I'm glad I just shut up and let the players do their own commentary. Love that from Patrick. Just not happy with that dart, nor should he be.
12.
A couple clarifications in the chat on the stream tension. Wow, Patty finding double 15 for a start. Yikes. One in the single 15 for double 8.
Oh, no score.
Cannot move it down. Bradley, no markers set. Is it going to be 15 again? Maybe 7 for double 12 this time? No, he still likes the 15. He still trusts it.
Yeah.
Trust that double 8 too, getting through the door there. The break of throw. Oh, and 2 legs where Bradley's got to be thinking he should have taken it home.
That's right. Sorry about that.
Could absolutely be 2-0 in the opposite direction here early in this A Division final. Anyway, streaming clarifications. Weekly Darts Cast coming in clarifying this is a streamed major final. So indeed,
81.
again, whatever that means, similar to the how do you say dart or darts? Don't know. What is a major? Don't know. No idea. But this is one, as I've just learned. So stream major final. And then yeah, just there's this inherent tension as well, which is like webcam games. If you're accustomed to just playing in person, where even if you're not live streamed, just the fact of being through the camera, the difference in the pace and stuff could just be real
55.
funky. And then of course just semifinal jitters in general. Camera, no camera, stream, no stream.
139.
Wanted the 177 there. Great switch from Bradley there, seeing some wobble in the darts in that treble bed. No sense in putting 120 or even 180 on the floor, as my opponent did last week.
81.
Call that a Gary Anderson 0. Treble 20 floor, all 3. See ya.
60.
I followed it up with treble 20, single 20. So extra punishment there. Won the match. Thanks for asking.
83.
Ooh, fantastic third there from Patty to remind Bradley that he's still in this match, but Bradley with all the advantage here.
83.
Very unfortunate third dart there. And the last thing you want is a single friggin' 1, or a treble 1 there, excuse me. Much rather be on 121 than 119.
41.
What though? Is it actually a difference mathematically? It's probably not.
39.
Yeah, good move again. Back to the 19s there from 99. And still ahead in the leg against the darts is Bradley.
60.
And will remain 80 against the ton. So Bradley effectively, absolutely having taken the throw. So wanted that treble 13 to set up tops. And then wanted the treble 10 to set up 36. But in the end, decent enough leave on the 48. We'll see what Patrick can do about this ton. How about 20 tops? How about 20 tops? Nope, he says, no thanks, Matt, I'm good.
60.
Thanks so much for your consideration. 16-8 split into the 16 for the double. For the double 8 now. Inside, it sounds like inside indeed. The tale of opportunities not taken on the right side of the board here. 3-0 opportunities. Missed leg darts in every leg here. Bradley.
Yeah, third dart.
And Patrick doing well enough to punish, but not doing well enough to avoid the pressure. We kind of expect this to be a little bit lower. Of course, I put my foot in my mouth plenty of times so far, talking about legs that I thought were not that great, that were like, oh, he's throwing an 80 average. But anyway, I'll still say I expect better than 29, 26, and 24 from this match. And I'm not sorry about it, is the thing. I expect better than 61 to 57. But how about that 75? How about that first 9 from Bradley? What are you on?
That's terrible. What is that?
What's in the water in West Drayton? Am I right? Wow.
58.
$85.
Ooh, Weekly Darts Cast saying keep an eye out for the sweepstakes for the PDC World Championship coming next week. I assume you can find all the spicy details on Twitter at the Weekly Darts Cast, right? There's a prepended the,
60.
I think. Pretty sure. Pretty sure there's a prepended the.
60.
I'll go ahead and spoil it. The Weekly Darts Cast is giving away a 2-week trip to Snakebite Peter Wright's garden, where you will get the full Dimitri Vandenberg experience.
75, 76.
You will
96.
pull your own eggs from neath the butts of the chickens.
106. That's right.
You will change your darts every 2 days.
60.
Every 2 days, every 2 legs. All
I
presented
was right that time, 106,
from the
wasn't it?
Weekly Darts Cast. Just kidding. None of
what
that
do
is
you get?
actually true.
85,
It'd be pretty
21.
sweet if it was.
Yeah, 106. Yeah, yeah.
106.
Congress asking, do you get an awesome beard too for the experience? So there's packages. So like the massages, the beard, the facials, not included with this. Wow, beautiful switch down to 25 to leave the clean ton from Patrick. Oh boy, do I love to see that sort of use on the 25. Oh, that's beautiful.
26.
Yeah, so the beard is not guaranteed, but it might be on the kind of cash bar menu, if you will.
60.
All right, solid setup there from Patrick there. Bradley's just got to be so frustrated with himself because the scoring has been there,
60.
and you just got to figure it's nerves that's gotten to him on the double and out here.
Yeah, first start.
That's the first leg that Bradley has not had darts at the double. So Patrick doing some preemptive punishing there to go up 4-0. Well on his way for the three-peat. Back to back to back.
26.
Bang Average League World Champion potentially coming up in 2 legs. Ooh, I'm just scrolling up in the chat. Ooh, little talk of that Mikuru Suzuki shirt. Oh my goodness, how fresh was that thing? Having said that, what in the world is up
100.
with that neck to bottom zipper? Look, the whole thing. It's like a fleece full zip up hoodie for a dart shirt. What the heck? Is it a false? Is it like a false zipper down the bottom 85% of that thing? Or is it just straight I don't even know. Is that even a fashion? Like I don't even know what sort of
60.
non-outerwear wardrobe you would have that would be a full zip. But I swear that's what it looked like. Also, apologies, Hannah. I'm sure I mean, I know I saw the tweets, but like, wow, just crushing.
$59.
Pretty close to a 99, pretty close to a 137, pretty close to a 97 there from Patrick, but just a 59 in the end.
100.
$42.
Well, so for those of you all going for some last leg decider action,
60.
sorry.
$60.
Looks like Patrick Burke is just MVGing people, right? Where like folks get those opportunities and then just the gravity of the situation
60.
overtakes them. He's just a man, y'all. He's just a man.
46.
He's also a man who can count very well, and I love that. I love it.
60.
So the 76 for
Oh,
32 wasn't going to happen there for Patrick.
38.45.
Chance again, potentially for Bradley. Hopefully he can set up at least a shot at the bullseye. And I hope it's not a...
48.
The sound was a bit ahead of the visual there. I was saying, I hope we don't have like a double 11 finish there as the camera recrops itself. 9 sets of double 8. Single 8 sets of double 4. Double miss on the 4 leaves 8. Double 18 now for Bradley for the leg. The fourth leg in which Bradley has had a look at a double.
Oh, Brad. 8.
The MVG effect in full effect here. Patty just casting a spell on the opponents here. Saying, waving his hands, these aren't the doubles you're looking for.
First two are nowhere near.
That was the double he was looking for, though. 1 away for the finals. Stats. Well, I don't even know. Don't even know what to expect there. Yeah, there they are. I'll present them without commentary. Like I said, don't know what to expect. Equal on the big scoring. Just, I mean, nothing in the averages. Like I said, it's just Bradley getting down there into that checkout range. Not getting through the door. I mean, the darts haven't been that great.
60.
Not that great. But just good enough.
140.
Boy, do I know something about throwing not that great darts in a championship and winning. Hey-o! Now that I see a photo in the chat, I'm sure that doesn't make them happy, but the star is the star, am I right? I mean...
44.
All right. So Bradley with a chance, another chance to get on the board. I'm feeling like a broken record.
Oh, Bradley. 81.
Well, unlikely to be punished unless Patrick manages a 200 here.
60.
200, not going to go. Ooh, that's a good 80 with 2.
80.
Oh, so many of these turns that could be tons that just become 81s, 85s, 83s.
44.
But not 95s, though. None of those. So at least 6 at the 112. Tops. Too
72.
fast. Oh, you hear that pacing. It was just, treble 20 took his time. Single 12. And then rushed it. Ton 40 to apply a little bit of pressure, but
83.
not just the 83. Oh, no. Bradley
20.
setting up 2 fantastic markers. Beautiful markers. And unable to smash into them. Oh, Patrick leaving off a big sigh. That first start, finding himself way above the treble 20. More chances for Bradley here to get on the board. I don't know if that's a double 6. It was.
12.
Oh boy, we are all Bradley Warren is what I'm trying to say. We are all Bradley Warren today. So 65 scored leaves 75. 85. For the booth, be math aware. Can you bring it down? Yes!
Yeah, game shot.
Bradley on the board!
Good Eric,
Woo! All right, there we go.
They were
Wow,
nice.
again, it legit could be 4-2 right now. So many darts for 4-2. And not even like trashy giveaway darts. Like, Bradley has been throwing good legs, has been getting down there in 17, 18, 19 darts, and just not getting across the line.
55.
Is this the start? Oh, I don't like.
30.
I don't want to bring up Damon Hedda because I love him and I hope he's not watching this. And like, 7-2
121.
against the King. I'm still scarred from that one a little bit.
41.
And Damon, if you're watching, please don't chat in. It'll just freak me out really bad.
45.
I already got tilted earlier with some celebrity friggin' action down in here. I just can't hold my wits about me.
Now, Bradley. 81.
Marching down to the championship here is Patrick. $200 something away from a three-peat.
36.
244 away from a three-peat.
60. Paddy, I don't think your score went over.
Yeah, I don't think it did. Yeah, 36. Yeah, 1 second. I'll put it mine again. 1 second. Did you put in your score?
Just in.
Wait a minute. What did you get? 36.
Yeah, it's not allowing me to put it in.
Patrick, if you just tap your 0, so like hit the number 0 and then hit 36, it'll allow you. Yep, cool, brilliant. Cheers.
Cheers,
That's
cheers.
it.
Hey, I noticed a cheers in that situation. That was situationally correct, right? For the use of the word cheers. I think so.
Do you throw Brad, yeah?
Yeah, I'll put mine in. Yeah, I've got 60.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right.
$85.
Oh, Brad. 85.
Well, again, I wasn't looking up at the Patrick 159, but I'm sure that 85 was the 5 on the third from 164. So certainly don't blame him
84.
going 20s from 164, which I assume was the case there.
$60.
Could be 2, could be 3 darts for Patrick.
Yeah.
Wow! With gusto!
Paddy.
The back-to-back-to-back bang average A division champion. Patty Burke there with a fantastic 75 finish with 2 darts. Not the best darts we've seen him throw, for sure. But good enough to get that job done. For our League 4 finals, Season 4 finals, excuse me. Bang Average League. Well, there you have it. I mean, not much else to say. Wow, just Bradley right there. Neck and neck every step of the way. It was just the doubles timing, and you got to figure that pressure that got the best of him here this time in the Bang Average Championship. Wrong screen. There we go. As always, thank you all for checking in with us. Super fun to watch some of the chat there, seeing you all root for your favorite players, whether it's just because you're mates or from your hometown or whatever. Just always great to see that stuff. We love producing these amateur darts. I know the folks at the Bang Average League love putting it on the weekly darts cast inside the WDF. Of course, always thanks to Alex and Andrew for getting this stuff going. And all the players for getting it, just being the action there, being the excitement. Season in, season out. Can't wait to do it again for the next season. We'll throw these commercials again in case you're looking for more opportunities to play some amateur darts in 2021 throughout this next winter season. Plenty of stuff available for y'all. between the Bang Average League and others around the world. So certainly, don't hesitate to get involved. Always reach out to us with City League Darts or Darts Atlas, all those .coms, the Twitters. You've seen them. I'm not going to repeat it. Yeah, that's it. I don't know. No graceful outro. Just thanks as always for checking in and sticking with us. Cheers, y'all. Have a great evening. Thank you all for tuning in. And I assume, like me, a number of y'all are looking for online opportunities to play during quarantine, whether that is government or self-imposed. And I'd like to share with you a couple options for amateur players to get involved, no matter where you're based from or what your skill level is. Of course, starting with the Bang Average League here that you're watching right now, 2 divisions currently held, an A and a B division, skill-based separating them. And they will be kicking off Season 5 in 2021. The Bang Average League is free to all players, at least it is as of now. I don't know if that's subject to change yet. Haven't confirmed that with the gang, but certainly something to get involved with. Certainly if you're a fan of the podcast, if you're watching this program right now, and here's how you can get involved with their Twitter or on the email, their weeklydartscast@gmail.com, to get involved in Season 5 of the Bang Average League. Of course, that's not the only one. If you're playing the Bang Average League, you might also be familiar with the Graded Darts League, GDL. I believe there might be 1 or 2 players from Bang Average here who are planning to play that next season. Looks like it's a combination of a tournament series and some single seasons. I don't personally know the folks who are running it, so I can only speak to what I've seen on Twitter. There is a small monthly fee involved. So again, don't know the guys, but from what I've seen, it seems like a reputable bunch of folks who are not going to take your money and run. So that is the GDL, and again, you can see how to get involved there. In addition to the GDL, which does some online live streaming of their matches, you've got the FODL, the FODL, a US-based darts league with a bunch of, again, skill-based divisions, expanding to 5 for the next season. And they stream their matches on Twitch and have actually been going at it for probably over 2 years, possibly pushing 3 at this point. Certainly some of the kind of front runners of the online amateur darts streaming game for sure. So certainly check them out. You can see their website, which will link to their Twitch. And then, of course, very active on Twitter there, which is how they do most of their recruitment. And finally, we've got Q Tour, the Quarantine Tour, that I myself run through the Quarantine League, which is a 22-event tournament series, so 2 events a month held on Sundays throughout 2021, which will culminate in an end-of-season playoff tournament for the top players on the Order of Merit. Still figuring out some prizes, which will be offered there. Just not exactly sure what yet, but it'll certainly be fun. And again, that is a free event, so free software, free admission to play. As long as you show up and play with respect, we would love to have you out in the Quarantine Tour. And again, all these different options, great ways to stay busy during the winter here and perhaps into 2021 if you're not able to go out and play in person. Stay tuned, we've got more action coming up.